Alright everyone, so let's see about the basic workflow of machine learning system. But before we dive into machine learning workflow, let's try to understand what machine learning problem is. So let's say you have been given bunch of images and we have been given the label associated with each image, like this is dog, 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 and another two is cat. Now we have been given this data and a label associated with each image. And from this data, we need to predict whether the newly available image with us is dog or a cat. So that is the basic layman term understanding of machine learning problem. Now how machine learning engineer or a machine learning system designer tackle this problem? So let's try to understand this problem as a machine learning workflow to get it solved. Machine learning is a two-step process. So one is a training, which generally happens in an offline mode where the model building will occur. After the model building, the testing phase will occur. Generally it happens in an online mode where actual prediction will happen. So let's try to understand both this training and a testing in little bit more detail. So let's say in a training we have been given this data and each data has been associated with some label as we have seen in an earlier slide. So we have a data available with us. Now this data might not be available in a proper format. So there are some pre-processing is required. So this pre-processing might be like a handling of missing data or imputing some missing data or discarding some kind of data or put those data into some sort of proper format. So that is the kind of pre-processing before throwing all your data into actual analytics algorithm. So after that you do some sort of pre-processing on your data. Visualization of data if required. So for the further analysis of your data to get more insights about the data, visualization is one of the very powerful tool to visualize your images and to get the idea that how your data look like. What are the statistical parameters are associated with your data, so which will help you to take further action. Okay, all those steps like a data, what are the types of data, what are the pre-processing steps, what are the visualization techniques, we'll see in a more detail in an upcoming section. After you do all those kinds of analysis about your data, you throw all your data to the machine learning algorithm. So there are a number of different kinds of machine learning algorithm like a regression, classification. So based on the nature of your problem, you apply your data into suitable machine learning algorithm. After applying data or a process data onto machine learning algorithm, eventually you will get the model, and this model is nothing but the representative of your input images or input raw data. So this portion of data generally happens in a offline mode, in a training mode. So after training you get the model. Now the next task is testing. So here you have either live data available or some sort of test data available with you, and those test data you will apply to the model you have created in a training phase, and this model will eventually return the predicted output that whether this particular image is dog or a cat or it is something else. So that is the basic idea behind training step and a testing step. When we see about the machine learning and a different machine learning algorithm, we'll see in a great detail about what are this model, what is the different machine learning algorithm, what is the testing phase, what are the training sets of data, what is the testing sets of data. But here in this video we have just touched the surface on how machine learning system design workflow happens in a very layman term. Okay, so that is all about this video. In the next section we'll be starting with the basics of data and its pre-processing steps.